Hi, Antonio. Thank you very much for taking the time to be here today.
My pleasure.
As you know, we're opening up enrollment into the association again soon. We'd like to talk to current associates who've transitioned successfully, such as yourself. So again, thanks for being here.
Yeah, my genuine pleasure. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so maybe you can just start by telling us, your full name and the position you transitioned into.
Okay, so my full name is a bit long. Antônio Gurdjieff Gomes de Melo Martins. I transitioned recently into an in-house consulting position at Merck, Germany.
Excellent. And so you transitioned successfully now. We always like to
hmm
go back and talk about the challenges you were facing before you joined the association. So just in terms of your job search when you tried to do it yourself, what were some of the challenges you were having?
I think this is pretty much the experience that a lot of colleagues also had. Lack of response, a lot of unresponded emails, a lot of applications that probably just go to the trash bin or stay stuck somewhere in the web. And that was my initial approach, or that was the approach that I was taught by senior colleagues at the institute and by former um, Ph.D. students that were also at the institute, and the way that they tried to do it.
Hmm. And you mentioned you went to some workshops which helped you get started, but they weren't really enough. What do you think was lacking in terms of the help you tried to get locally?
Yeah, so the workshops that I attended in person, I think they were very good to initially point out the what was lacking on my approach, resume wise, networking wise, talking to different people, what kind of role I was looking for in the industry that had to be very clear instead of just I want to work for a company. The problem with not really the problem, but I think the drawback with those workshops is that they're not very often, and I think the demand for this kind of workshops and the amount of people that would like to get information from the people that are there trying to help us is a bit overwhelming for them as well. So it's very difficult to have it on a one-on-one or a more personalized approach to it, and and it was, for me at least personally, was not really enough then. But it was very good to point me in the right direction. So
Sure.
this is what you should be doing. Now I needed personally to find a way how to do it.
Right, and so that's what led you to joining the association. And so you joined the
Exactly.
association, and I guess you mentioned the more one-on-one help, the materials. I guess what was your initial impression of the association? What were the initial like aha moments that you had?
I think so. The initial impression was great. Was a bit overwhelming, as many colleagues also might have felt when they joined the association, because the amount of available sources or resources at the association is a lot to take in. And when you're so eager at that stage that you really want to get a job and you really want to transition, you want to just go through it as fast as you can and absorb it as fast as you can. Um, what I found great about it were the webinars. I think the guys that were the people that were being interviewed were really great, spot on their tips, on the experiences that they shared on those webinars. And I think personally, what I enjoyed a lot were indeed these webinars. And I liked the organization of the dashboard and the planning. Everything was set. I tend to be like this. I like organization. I like planning, and it was really set to be followed easily.
Hmm. And then my last question is, in terms of the private group, right, the private
Yeah.
network. You mentioned you wanted more that one-on-one help. How did the network give you that one-on-one help? How did it help you in terms of, especially for you being international? Uh, what
Mhm.
did you what did you find valuable there?
So I found several things valuable there. So one of them, for example, is that a lot of the senior members of the CSA, they're spot on and they reply your questions, as silly as they might sound and as desperate as they might sound. Sometimes they respond to it with a heart open and an open mind, and they're very clear, they're very logical about it, and you get those responses, and that helps to fine tune exactly where you should go. How to improve yourself in this, in that, so it's very refined, I think, and it's very, very important for us to be able to find the north to reach that position. Another thing that I think is great is the internationality of the members. So, for example, that was one of the drawbacks also with the local workshops, because it is very centered around that community, around that market, around those institutions. But at the CSA, especially in the Facebook group, you have people from all over the world with their own cultural backgrounds, which absolutely play a role in the job that you're applying for, in the company that you're looking for, depending on the country that they're from, the HQ or a subsidiary. So I think to be able to experience the different experiences of the different members in different countries under different circumstances is absolutely fantastic.
That's great. Well, thank you for sharing your experiences, Antonio, and again, congratulations on the position at Merck. Very well deserved, and we look forward to watching your continued career success.
Thank you very much, as I appreciate being here. Thank you so much.